You said
Kenny wasn't that.
Kenny Smith was a dog.
Yeah, Kenny was.
Dog.
Kenny was good, dog.
He was cool.
He was cool.
That first run, yes. The second run, yeah.
Well, he was old
Kenny
by
Brown
then.
was second run.
He was straight for the
that was a
second
little
one.
later in his career.
Right.
The magic up, nigga. What you mean?
You know, Kenny
No, the
Smith, a
first
New
one,
York
yeah,
kid,
but the second
man.
one, no,
Like
no,
he
no.
could
The
ball.
second one was all.
Championship.
The second one was all what's called. I forgot what's dude's name. The second one was the other dude.
Who? Cassell. He had taken over by then. You know what I'm saying? But that's what I'm saying. Like that was like later in.
That first run.
Kenny Smith was about to retire. As a matter of fact, he might have retired like after the second championship.
As a matter of fact, yeah. He played one more year.
He might have played one more year. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So that was at the end of his career.
Yeah, man, T. I know, man. Look, we got to give some love to the Knicks, man. They got they on a 10-game winning streak, I think. Right
Speaking
now.
Speaking of love,
they need a lot of it, man.
Yo,
I got a question, man, for you. What you think about? I don't know if you watched him or not, but what do you think about Dave Bain? They used to play for the Pistons.
He was a tremendous scorer. You know what I'm saying? He was probably like your first like real combo guard, like how they are now. The shooting guard that plays point guard, not really big enough to play the shooting guard like all the time. You know what I'm saying? That's Dave Bink. He's a slasher. You know what I'm saying? And just, you know what I'm saying? Like they never put no team around them guys.
What you think of him in college too?
I don't really remember seeing him in college like that.
Yeah.
Thank you. Go to Syracuse?
But Andrew,
yeah.
Him and
I saw him in college too, but I'm more familiar with when he was with the Pistons.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Playing down at Joe.
Yeah, most definitely. Andrew, I was just gonna tell you, just like Dave Bing and really Nate Archibald was really, I think, the first two combo guards that were they were the first of their kind. You know.
Yeah.
Just to add on to that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, he was a phenomenal scorer, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, you couldn't stop dude from getting to the rack.
Would you put Dennis Johnson in there too? With
That's
Seattle?
what his strength was. He was a finisher, huh?
I was gonna say, would you put Dennis Johnson in there with Seattle?
Oh yeah, Dennis was nice in Seattle.
DJ was nice. Yeah, DJ was nice in Seattle. He was nice in ball.
Yeah, he was nice in ball. He was a solid guard, dog. He was real solid. He played both ends of the court. He was tough.
That combo kind of guard.
Yep.
Though. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, not really big enough to play the two consistently, but he could play the one and facilitate and do all of that shit too.
And he could score. Like, he was he was underrated scorer. He was very underrated scorer.
That 70s, what is it? The late 70s, mid 70s Seattle team kind of gets forgotten.
It was the late 70s.
Yeah, that's what.
Yep. AZ, are you doing the NFL live thing? Are you doing
the draft thing? You talking about the draft, the pre-draft? Yeah, I'm doing it the day before the draft. We're gonna talk about it, all of us.
All right, cool.
Because Chris Savante's been hitting me up, telling me, man, we got to do it. I said, yeah, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it the day before the draft, and we're gonna talk about all the QBs and everything like that, and we're gonna get into it.
I'm not high on none of these quarterbacks.
Speaking of that,
I'm not either. But my brother, Kraken, he said that he would take Lask out of Florida. He said he the best quarterback right now to him.
Last?
Yeah.
I don't know who that is.
I wouldn't say him. I think honestly, I would probably go with Trey Lance. I know he don't have a lot of tape, but just from seeing his mechanics and just seeing him, he got probably the better mechanics out of all of these.
I don't know. I don't trust none of these dudes, but
I don't
trust none of them. I would go with Lance or Justin Fields. That's just me early. You know, I mean, I would go with them two because to me, Fields showed me toughness. He got his ribs cracked. He still played the game. So he's not going to be a punk and be out every 2 plays or something when he gets hit, like a Matthew Stafford or somebody. But Justin, Yeah, and
Atlanta should just pick Justin Fields. They should.
I think the Jets. I think the
Jets or something.
I think the Jets and the Jaguars should trade back and get more picks to build their team before they go get a quarterback. Because
that's what I'm saying.
That's what I would do.
Do the same thing you did to Sam Darnold, and
right?
Then go wonder why, and then they go somewhere else and do better.
Well, Sam Darnold was trash in college. I mean, he was trash in college, and when he went there, he got more trash because of the team around him. But he was always a turnover machine, and he had a better line and better weapons. I just never was sold on Darnold. Darnold, to me, is not going to be able to run that type of offense. What the Panthers should have did was keep Cam, and y'all should have ran it because Cam fits with that offensive, that coach
wants. That's
what
I'm saying. We literally just burnt ourselves a hole for no reason.
Right. Because Teddy,
just literally
right. Because Teddy, I'm hearing Teddy's going out to Denver. If he go to Denver, he'll be straight in that offense than he would there.
We gonna get their draft pick.
Right. But Teddy will be better in their offense because he can just step back, throw. He don't have to run everywhere or run.
Drew Lock is.
Oh, Drew Lock garbage. He was garbage in college. He was garbage in college. He was suck. He was trash.
He just kept getting at the beginning of the season he was alright, but he got hurt and you know.
Man, Drew Lock a pussy, dog. Let's just be honest. That white boy suck. He need to go take his ass. He need to go take his ass to law school or be a doctor. No, he came from Missouri. I think he came from Missouri.
Yeah, Missouri State.
Yeah, he came from Missouri. Yeah.
He was Missouri State. But the last season, man, Denver, man, that's the team that really I thought was going to take off, and they actually did at the beginning of the season.
They have the talent.
They did at the beginning of the season, but they just injuries, man.
Who you said?
Just like the 49ers.
And they need a quarterback.
Who you talking about? Denver.
At first, they got hot. They were hot at the beginning, but then they got hurt, man.
They weren't going to overtake the Raiders or the Chiefs in that division. The Raiders and Chiefs are too much better.
Y'all gonna give me my credit. I told you
the
Raiders gonna have a good ass record.
Nigga, I said the Raiders was gonna have a good ass record before all y'all.
No, but I said I'm telling you.
I said it. I said the Raiders are gonna have a good record. They're gonna be good the next years. They just have to keep building and them guys gain experience around each other. But I knew they would be good.
I literally told people. I got laughed out of the chat when they were talking about. They were like, they ain't gonna win number 4 games. I said no. I said they're gonna win. I said they're gonna win some games. I said they're gonna shock a lot of people.
I thought the Raiders was gonna beat the Raiders. Should have beat the Chiefs.
We was talking about the schedule because remember we was bringing up their schedule and they had like the hardest schedule.
Yeah.
Like at the beginning, and I literally was like, "Yo, they gonna do something," and everybody like, "Nah, they finna lose." And it's like all they teams finna be garbage. I said they gonna beat us.
HD was telling me about that. Well, not telling me directly, but he was basically saying it almost every week. Like, y'all gotta be watching the Raiders, man. I'm trying to tell y'all, man. They out there hitting niggas.
They were. You saw what they did to the Chiefs? They tore the Chiefs. They tore that light-skinned ass. Oh, let me not get on the light-skinned dude. C-Pen gonna come out of nowhere and say, hey, don't talk about them light skins like that. Man,
I ain't seen C-Pen in a long time.
He was killing Patrick Mahomes got his head peeled in that game when they played the Raiders. And the Raiders would have won the second time, but dumbass Abrams bit on the flat on where Mahomes was going instead of staying where he was at. He would have got a pick. This dumbass was supposed to play. He was supposed to play hook to curl. This dumbass went to play curl to flat. You already had a guy in the curl to flat. You cost the Raiders the game. I was pissed off because they would have swept the Chiefs and they could have got into the playoffs.
And then they blame the quarterback, and it's not the quarterback.
No, Derek Carr. There's nothing wrong with Derek Carr. Derek Carr is fine. Derek Carr is the right quarterback for John Gruden. The problem is their defense was what happened is what messed them up was Jacobs got hurt some part of the year, and then their secondary Abrams can't. He's not a free safety. They have got to go get him a free safety.
Was straight trash. He did nothing but drop.
Oh, Aguilar
drop.
been trash. Right? He remind me of my dog in high school. He caught all the tough catches, but the easy catches he gonna drop. He dropped the easy catches. It's like you a backwards ass nigga. Like, what is you doing?
They need to draft. They need to draft like 2 wide. They need to get another wide receiver. Cause Henry Ruggs, man, he's good. It's just he need to stay healthy.
Henry Ruggs is a deep threat. All they need to get. They were fine if Antonio Brown wouldn't have gone ape shit. They would have been straight because that's the type of receiver they need. A guy who can run routes. Man, that's what they need. He
would have got his shit together and just played with the Raiders because they would have been up. Oh my god.
Man, AB a coon ass. Man, AB a coon ass nigga. Fuck that nigga.
What's the Raiders what's their draft number this year?
Like 13.
Yeah.
They might have a chance to get what's his name from Alabama?
Nah,
he Devontae gonna be gone before that.
He gonna be gone early?
I think so,
yeah. He projected to leave early.
Yeah.
They might have a chance to trade up. But I don't know if it's worth. Yeah, I don't know if it's worth.
I think that everybody's saying Waddle's gonna be that guy.
No, I'm hearing Adams.
Nah, I'm hearing Waddle. Everyone's saying Waddle's gonna be better than Devontae Smith.
LSU, right?
Waddle's is cool.
Waddle's from Alabama.
I just feel like Smith elevated that whole shit, bro.
He did.
Waddle gonna go to Detroit.
Like
he did. Smith
coming off of what injury is he coming off of?
Detroit need to draft Devontae Adams. That's who they need to get.
You mean Devontae Smith? It's Devontae Smith.
My bad, Smith. My bad. They need to draft him. I think the Falcons I think they're gonna shock people and draft a quarterback. I don't think they're gonna draft Kyle Pitts. I just don't see them.
I've been hearing something about. I know this is gonna kind of like random, but I've been hearing about something about the Green Bay Packers backup quarterback maybe getting traded or something.
The Green Bay Packers.
Oh, to the Patriots.
He's gonna get traded on draft night to the Patriots.
Who?
I think they might just want to be saying that.
Who gonna be traded? Who y'all say?
Jordan Love is gonna get traded to the Patriots if they.
So the Packers.
Don't get a
so the Packers are gonna go full steam ahead with Aaron Rodgers.
I guess.
That's dumb.
Yeah. So when I heard that, I'm like, they just pretty much trying to put that out there so people can be fooled by it and then make a whole nother trying to,
I mean, then why would you draft them? Like. Why would you draft them in the second round, first pick? Why would in the first round? Why would you pick them in the first round? And now you don't want them. That's stupid.
I feel like they might get rid of I don't know.
But the Eagles, man, they don't need to get nobody from defense. They need to get some offense. They offense is atrocious. They
need a secondary.
That's a good question.
What's their offensive line like?
I don't know. It ain't. I don't think it. Yeah, it is bad.
They might need to beef up on that too. Like
they got a lot of stuff to do. Secondary should be.
T's Detroit Lions are in 7th. Are they gonna pick somebody?
Yeah, they gonna pick the dude from Alabama. That's what
man. Don't ask me what them fuck niggas is.
Hey, Christian, do the Eagles got a coach?
I don't know.
Yeah, they got a coach. Yeah, they got that crazy. They got that crazy dude who talking about he gonna kill people and all that in his speech. The dude who was amped up off Mountain Dew.
Oh, he crazy.
Who is this dude? He sound like my type of.
He the dude amped up off Mountain Dew.
No, he be putting pressure on niggas. He be putting pressure on dudes.
I think he the coach. Hold on. Let me see if I can pull him up.
Fired up on Mountain Dew.
Yeah, I think he is.
Damn.
He did a dab of coke before that interview.
No, man, there might be something else in that drink.
No, it's that cocaine. That shit.
Yeah, he definitely did a dab.
That thing might be turning red. That thing ain't green.
Role model. Somebody
call it the red. Yeah, because I haven't heard about them picking up a coach. So I'm curious to see who their coach may be.
They should have got
probably some young nigga or something. I don't know. Not too many real coaches nowadays.
Damn, I feel bad for Watson, man.
For what?
Shout out to my
he ain't guilty.
He ain't guilty, dude.
I know.
Hey, and shout out to Mike Tomlin, man, for getting re-signed, man.
Yeah, but
because once he leave, I'm gone.
Hold on, but he ain't guilty. Like he didn't.
I know, but I'm just saying. I'm just sad because his name getting tarnished like that, and that's just that always gonna stick with you for the rest of your life.
Well, of course, because he black. Well, we know what's going. Everybody who's black knows what's going on. They mad that he wants out, and they're basically trying to tarnish his image. But see, white folks, this shows me why white folks are idiots. See, they did the same thing with Kobe. They tried to say he was guilty when he got it thrown out from a criminal case. Then they tried to sue him in a civil case. It's just a civil suit. So the worst he has to pay is a fine. He's not even, and then plus they're destroying evidence. They just came out with something they're destroying. The prosecution's destroying evidence, and the defense is trying to get to the judge and tell them they're destroying the evidence, that they need them to keep them from destroying the evidence so they could prove all 20, 22, 23 of these women are lying, which they are. They already been debunked.
Yeah, but
they just need the information.
Destroy evidence, then there's really no case altogether.
Right, that's what I'm saying. This is gonna get thrown out. It's done damage enough. They're still going to trade for Deshaun Watson. Once all this stuff gets cleared, they're gonna trade for him, and then ESPN's gonna do their racist shit, which is talk about his allegations just like they did Kobe Bryant for the rest of his career. That's all they wanted to do. They always do that too. We all seen this shit happen.
We already know. Watching, man, I'm telling Nike to go fuck themselves. I'm going to Adidas.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Dog, he's gonna get sponsorships back. It's like, dog, they just use it. They always do that. This is why I say America, that's why I call it American, and I've been saying it forever. America ain't never gonna change. Even in the episode with the Captain America and the Winter Soldier, he even told him. Bradley told him, saying, "Bruh, it's a different time. Like as far as this is 2021, but it's still the same old America, which is the truth." So they always do this type of crap. But you notice how they swept the white boy who beat his black girlfriend half to death under the rug. Nobody talking about that. They just let that slide.
I ain't heard that shit since.
Right. You ain't hear nothing about that shit, right? Exactly. And the linebacker for the Colts exposed it. Darius Leonard, that raw-ass middle linebacker. He exposed it. It's funny how y'all are using fake evidence against Deshaun, promoting that, but y'all not promoting Chad Wheeler for beating his damn black girlfriend to death almost. But y'all not talking about that. Y'all sweep that under the rug.
Has done like, oh my God, they fucking sexually assault me to death. Well, they Deshaun Watson.
Of course they are.
But Chad Wheeler,
right?
They only did one thing on him,
and they did it at the end. They did it at the end of the show.
Yeah, it was like no, I saw like.
So this is what I'm trying. This is what I've been, dog. This is what I've been fighting for since my college days and everything. That this shit is the same. There's nothing different. Like I talked to my mom like earlier about, oh, we need to have hope. Man, fuck hope. I don't have no hope for this country. I don't have hope for none of this shit. We black. We gonna continue to be said, fuck you too. We still gonna have our brothers and sisters shot, and we still gonna shoot one another because that's how they made it. And every time we try to fight and do our own shit, they come and hate on the shit and fuck it up. Every time we made hip hop, they took that shit. We made blues and all, they took that shit. They take everything we do. So it's like, come on.
Rock and roll, everything.
Yeah, like when
everything.
Country music.
I'm gonna check it out, y'all. I'm gonna check it out, y'all. Cool.
All right, Nick.
I gotta check it out too. My phone's way too damn hot.
All right, don't blow up, nigga.
Peace, fellas. It's been a good one.
Yeah.
But yeah, but like when I saw 10 of them in the news, and I'm like, damn. And just like he said in the interview, the money grab, because they did it for the money. They always did it for they wanted his money.
Right.
Because they know he don't want that contract. So it was like, oh, you don't want the contract?
All right, y'all, man. I got to take this phone call. Hold up, y'all.
All right. Yeah.
All right.
Go ahead, Sterling.
Yeah, they're like, oh, you want to take the contract? Okay, we're going to get the money. So we're going to get your money. That's how the all 10 of them came and wanted, for what? The money. It wasn't just because of the accusing. They just want the money. They just want another black man money.
Right.
That just all simply, that's simply what they care about. A black male money, and the black making up excuses instead of coming at the real problem, the issue.
Right, but I'm just saying, if they ever wanted to stop all of this shit, they would have been stopped this shit a long time ago. They don't want change. They want to keep the shit the same. Dude, they just basically said, fuck all you niggas. We gonna give reparations to the Asians. And the Asians I haven't seen no Asian in person ever get their ass whooped. I just never walked and seen a bunch of cops beating a group of Asians up. I've never seen that shit in my life. And I done been in Asian neighborhoods and all over. And I've never seen an Asian get his ass whooped by somebody that's the police. I've seen us harassed by police. Hell, I done had guns put in my face by police. I mean, but we still is like, fuck you. We not finna give y'all shit. We gonna give it to the Asians and Armenians. It's like, you serious? For what?
Because they white.
Exactly. Facts. Because they're white. So it's like, come on. We seen this bullshit before, man. You know, that's why I love the Falcon and Winter Soldier, dog, because it told the truth. It exposed what the fuck America is. And crackers still gonna act like how they gonna act after it's over.
Yeah. No, you didn't, you know, and that's the whole thing about it, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, that's why that shit was kind of ill, you know what I'm saying? Like, because it's that dynamic and shit. Because like shit, growing up, you know what I'm saying? Like nobody I didn't fuck with no Captain America for those same reasons. Like,
right.
Good old American blind hair, blue eye. Fuck
Yep.
you know what I'm saying? Fuck that nigga, he a pussy. Yep. You know what I'm saying? But just what that represents is just you know what I'm saying? And that nigga Sam taking that shit on, you know what I'm saying, the good with the bad, you know what I'm saying? He just decided he was gonna take the good with the bad and shit. You know what I'm saying? You know?
Yeah.
Listen, man, I'm saying, well, I fuck with Sam after that shit.
I did too. Yeah. You know, he killed that. Like he actually showed it when he was like, man, F that. We built this nation. We built this nation's on our back. You know what I'm saying? Right. When he said that, when he said that, the old head was like, yeah, I like this young nigga. This young nigga smart. Yeah, I like him. Yeah. Like, you're right. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I liked it. He took it. He didn't. And like he told Bucky in the other episode, he was like, look, man, Steve was who he was. I'm not Steve. I'm me. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't trying to follow what Steve was doing. You know, the other dude, he came in there, he came with his white privilege, like, I'm privileged. I'm supposed to be Captain America. When Sam was like, nigga, look, F all that shit you trying to be. I'm doing this for the years that they've done me wrong and the years that they did this brother wrong. You know what I'm saying? That's what I love about it, because he actually was real. It wasn't, he didn't come with no privilege, because like he said to the girl Carly, shit, I'm black. Nigga, I know what you going through. Right.
You know what I'm saying? You on some revolutionary fuck them nigga shit. Like, I feel that. You know, he's just talking about it going through another way. You know what I'm saying? You know, she's not trying to hear that shit. You know what I'm saying? And Yeah, dog. You know what I'm saying? To see that they had some dynamics in there that I didn't expect them to take it on like that.
Me
You know what I'm saying?
neither.
Because I thought they would just find a way to pass it off to Bucky and shit. Like I figured they, you know, it would be some kind of stink about him becoming Captain America, and he wouldn't want to fuck with it, and he just Bucky just ended up, because that's how the comics was. Bucky becomes Captain America.
Yeah, exactly.
After, Steve Rogers dies, you know what I'm saying? So I thought it was going to be on some shit like that, but they went ahead and they let Sam rock that shit. That shit is dope, man. That shit is dope.
I know. I was surprised too. I was like, oh man, he came in there, flew in that bitch. I said, man, that nigga killed it, dog. I gotta post some more drink. This finna get off. I'm about to watch it. I'm about to watch it again when we get off of here, because that bitch was so raw. How he just came in there with the I'm that nigga stance, like. Yeah.
Look, it happened like as soon as the episode comes on, because it's like, you know, you wondering what the suit was because they gave it to him in the last episode. So it's like, damn, okay, you think they gonna bullshit around with it? He comes swoops right in with that bitch on it. That bitch is sweet. Yeah. I'm like, ooh.
Nigga, the Wakandans was like, we got him. I said, I see y'all do. Boy, y'all know how to build some shit.
Look it up, man.
Goddamn Suri. You know Suri probably put her twist to it and shit.
You know it. Yeah, I mean, they're the most advanced technologically country in the on the planet. You know, shit.
Yeah, I was gonna be mad if they ain't hooked the brother up. I about to go to Wakanda. Like, look, man, how y'all gonna do the nigga like that, yo? Yo,
right. I can't help you. I don't. I don't do this.
Nah, F that accent. We gonna fight, nigga. You can't do my boy Anthony Mackie like this. You know, Anthony Mackie ain't gonna get no other shot at this, nigga. We need him to go out perfect. Shit. But yeah, man. But yeah, dog. I'm mad at my dog Christian, man. He disappointed me. How you gonna say Luke Kane was raw? Luke Kane looked like a model in '95. I thought this nigga was finna go do the ESPN swimsuit edition. I thought he was gonna do that shit.
Listen, man, he's holding on to his childhood just like I did.
I'll never let it go.
I know Mario is trash. I will not call it trash.
Right.
This shit was the shit. Like, man, but Mortal Kombat, that shit was doodle, man. I'm sorry. I didn't even like that when I was a kid. It was just like, man, you fucked up all the best parts of what I liked about the video game. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck?
Raiden.
Where they do that at?
Right. But I just got mad at this one because I'm like, you talking about you the god of lightning. I'm like, okay, then lightning these motherfuckers to death. Like, do something. You just talking about you gotta go by the rules. Like, nigga, what?
Listen, man. Can we have him throw one lightning bolt at a motherfucker? You know what I'm saying? Like, he got fatalities and shit too. Like, what the fuck?
Right. Cause he shot Kano with the lightning. I'm like, oh shit, Raiden pissed. All right, Raiden finna do something now. I'm looking at him like, this nigga still ain't do nothing. His same son done came in your house, done slapped your mama, nigga, fixed a big ass sandwich and said, I run this. He came in your house, nigga.
Yeah.
Through, he came through the front door too, dog. This nigga ain't even come through the back door. He came through the front so you could see him, nigga.
So you know it was me.
Right. Nah, nigga, they want my brother in 95. This me, nigga. I'm the Shane son. I don't know who that nigga was. You know, me, I come through the front door. Fuck gods and all them. I run this shit. I'm Shane's son.
Yeah, the Shane Sean from the 90s was definitely trash too.
Right. That's why I was telling Christian, like, Christian, that nigga was over the top talking about your soul is mine. I'm like, nigga, I thought he was gonna get a heart attack from saying that line.
Oh man. Yeah, Yeah, but I get it though. You know what I'm saying? You see certain movies when you're younger that had that effect on you. It don't matter how garbage they are.
Man, that shit was past garbage. That shit was juice water.
Yeah, that shit was terrible.
Yeah, it was terrible as hell. Did you get a chance to see Nobody? You fell asleep again.
I haven't tried to watch it again.
Oh, okay.
You know, what I like I said a little earlier, I done got into a little bit of Cobra Kai and shit.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? That's kind of what my when I've been watching. That's kind of what I've been watching and shit.
Oh, I'm finna watch that shit. Then you said go off. I've been seeing Cino talk about it, saying that bitch go off.
Yeah, it's funny as hell, dad. That shit is hilarious. I swear that shit's so funny. You know what I'm saying? It's so funny.
Man, yeah.
I don't want to spoil it for you.
Nah, don't do it, nigga, because I ain't been spoiling shit for you.
Yeah. Nah, that's what I'm saying. Me. Like, if you don't watch it, don't spoil it and shit.
Yeah. Yeah. I want to watch that bitch because I got to watch Dragon Ball Super again.
Okay.
So I got 2 shows.
The one they just came out with?
Yeah, the Dragon Ball Super shit, yeah. Yeah, where they went God Saiyan and shit. And Vegeta's still pissed off at Goku because he keep getting a level higher.
Yeah, that's gonna be he'll never catch Goku.
Nah, can't do it. Goku like can't do it. Goku like, I'm that nigga, Vegeta. I'm sorry.
I'm the lead character.
Right. This is my show. You're lucky I still have you around. We would have chose Piccolo, but Piccolo said fuck me. He went to go do his own shit.
Right.
Cause you know Piccolo ain't taking no orders from Goku. He like Goku, whatever. Bye. Right. Yeah, Krillin over here smashing the android chick. I'm like, the hell?
Yeah, they were doing that in Dragon Ball Z, I think.
Yeah.
He had started with Android, whichever one it was.
Yeah. In this one, Gohan is on. I think he fight a little bit. It was good seeing him fight some in the little tournament they had. That was fun. Seeing old Gohan, man, because you know he been whooped ever since he was a kid. He got with Satan's daughter.
Bro, yeah. Man, I've seen a lot more Dragon Ball than I'd like to admit.
Right.
I just thought.
Right. Telling you. Shit. Majin Buu was the last one I saw. I love that series.
Yeah, that was pretty good and shit.
Yeah, that little nigga was like, I was laughing like this nigga is stupid. When he was Kid Buu, he was just like, he was just pounding his chest. I'm like, this nigga is crazy, yo.
Yeah, he was fucking them niggas up.
Did he? Man.
They ass, like, damn.
Yeah, man. He was whooping. He was giving it to Vegeta and Goku, dog.
Oh, man. Business show.
Tell me. Whoop their ass. But shit, that Nets game went off tonight, dog. Where they played the Suns, they had KD come off the bench.
Like what they posted. Yeah.
Right.
It's so hard. He's still out, right?
Yeah, Harden out, but man, Kyrie, man, that nigga's on a whole nother level, dog. I don't know what he been smoking, what type of ganja he on. That nigga on some shit.
Man, but I'm saying, is he still looking like he gonna be out for the rest of the season?
No, he out for the rest of the season. I think he's coming back. I think he's out. If they make the playoffs, he's out the first round, and I think he's gonna play the next rounds.
Okay. Damn, nigga. I mean, because they going to need Harden and shit, dad. He'll be nice facilitating for them niggas in the playoffs and shit.
Mm-hmm. That's all they need him for.
That's all they need him for.
Because if Blake can give you about 6 or 8 and then about 10 boards, you good. And some assists.
Yeah, well, I mean, shit, when it comes down to it, you know, they got what's the white boy's name?
Oh, yeah, Joe Harris. That white boy nasty.
Yeah, you got your Joe Harris out there. You know what I'm saying? They still got a pretty decent bench.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Shamet go hard, too, man. Shamet been balling.
Yeah. Shamet, we got to see, man.
Yeah.
We got to look like in the playoffs.
Shamet. Yeah, Shamet looked like one of them good sorry niggas.
Yeah.
Like, the motherfuckers look good, but they sorry. They be like, damn, he was good, but now he just sucked.
It's kind of trash.
That's when one of my students in school came up to me. He was like, Mr. D, man, J.R. Smith, man, it's like my how this player is. I said, man, he a good sorry nigga. And he was like, my dad say the same thing. He a good sorry nigga. I said, yep. He pretty trash, yo. Don't play with him on 2K, nigga. Go get the nigga off of free agency.
Oh, man.
That's a 60 overall. He'll do better for you than him.
Yeah, unless you're on fire. Yeah, man, he used to get incredibly hot in his good years, though, in his peak.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He used to tears for sure.
Then he come back and drop 2 or 4 points.
Yep, that was just about you know what I'm saying? Next night, he'll go 2 for 12.
Yep, shoot you out the game.
Man.
That's crazy. That's terrible. How the hell, man? Oh, hell no, man. They better not make the Miz Johnny Cage, man.
I can see it, though.
You can see it?
I can see it.
And he might kill that role, too. And I'm talking shit. He gonna be like, HD, fuck you. I killed it.
I can't even really... I really don't even know his personality like that, you know, because I ain't watched enough of him on wrestling on WWE.
Right.
But you know what I'm saying? Like he seems like kind of he might be a little too worm boy for me. That's like the kind of vibe from like I think man Cage is like you said earlier. Cage is supposed to have swag and shit. Hollywood swag.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know if that's real. I never get taken any swag coming from that guy. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I mean, you don't have swag, but I definitely see the jackassness. Like them both would be wearing the jackass.
Yeah.
I can see it from his.
Man, it's gonna be hard. That first Johnny Cage was raw. He was actually Johnny Cage. He was a dickhead. Right. So he might be, I don't know. Some people saying like Sterling and some said, I mean, I don't know. We'll see, man. But I think part 2, they're gonna do it in the I think they're gonna have a tournament in part 2. And probably Shao Kahn gonna probably come out. Not Shao Kahn, but what's his name?
Shao Kahn, you right?
Yeah, Shao Kahn, yeah. I think he gonna come out on the next one.
I can see that. I mean, that's pretty much all you got left.
Right. Pretty much.
That the general public could just know about and shit.
Yeah. But what they could do and everything is they could still probably just do Shang Tsung as the lead villain and then just bring Shao Kahn in, you know, gradually. I would let him come in part 3. I would still let Shao Kahn, you know, I mean Shang Tsung be the villain and let him end off part 2 when whoever wins the tournament and then Shao Kahn comes in part 3. That's how I would do it.
Yeah, I'm sure that's where they're going. You know what I'm saying? I can see him dragging Shang Tsung out for another movie. You know, but it's like, see, when I look at him, I'm like, you the dumbass who sent Goro to his death. I could never take him seriously ever again.
Yeah.
That was dumb. That was such a, like, you just, like, minutes before, you just got finished saying, like, oh, the blah, 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 prince of the blah, blah, blah. It's
Right.
like, the great Goro, like, thanks for coming, Goro.
Right.
Then sent him to go die. Like, what the fuck?
Right. Like, yeah, you sent him on a dummy mission. You supposed to send you should have sent the bitch on the dummy mission. Or the other guy.
Yeah, like, why was he going out and doing, like, little bullshit ass work and shit? Like, he just had, like, a chump. You know what I'm saying? Like, nobody knows who Cole was.
I'm telling you, I was like, Cole, this nigga. My cousin said on Facebook, he said the only Cole we fuck with is J. Cole, nigga.
Yeah, J. Cole. Cole from Martin, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, shit.
Yeah, he was like, I don't know this Cole. We only fuck with J. I said, I feel you, dog, but shit, that wasn't us. That was Warner Brothers doing their bullshit. You know, they had to put a white character in there to play an Asian who can't speak English. I mean, speak Chinese or Japanese.
Yeah, you already know. You already know.
That shit terrible, man. Shit.
I mean, for what it's worth, like I say, I enjoyed it. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna fucking sit there and trash it. I mean, I thought most of the fatalities was pretty cool and shit.
Yeah,
you know, I get fatalities and shit. That's cool.
Yeah, Kung Lao had the vicious one. That was vicious.
Who?
Kung Lao, where he where he jumped on the back, he threw the hat down and shit, and then he just had her like go through it and shit, like you sawing the wood and shit. That shit was vicious. That nigga said flawless victory. Everybody in the theater just stood up like, yeah! Man, it felt good going to the theater. Motherfuckers was like, yeah! Ooh, that was dirty.
And I got busy, man.
Yeah.
I'm mad at him. I was like,
They killed him. T. The theater was like, man, fuck, why you ain't take Cole?
Cole was trash.
That was funny, cuz he said, "Oh, why y'all kill Cole? They killed Cole. Man, y'all should have took Cole. What the fuck?" Bro, I almost spit my damn Sprite out, cuz it was so funny. I said, "Dog, oh man, they killed the movie. It's over." Oh, that's stupid. They like, man, you should have killed fucking Cole.
Yeah, Cole was trash. That whole thing was trash.
Yeah, man. Jackson's trash. His fatality was straight.
I mean, I thought it was cool how Sub-Zero, like, you know what I'm saying, crumbled his arms and shit. Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Yeah, that shit was vicious. Sub-Zero fucked him up.
He did.
he tried to shoot the gun. That nigga Sub-Zero says he was looking at that bitch. I said, nigga, why y'all do the brother like this, man? That was fucked up.
What, like he needed to have new arms, right?
Right. Broke that nigga shit. He said, and just froze that bitch, ripped it off, and then kicked him. I said, ooh, that was vicious, dog.
Buddy.
Yeah.
just instantly took that nigga's arms down. Like, damn, like a couple seconds ago, I had arms.
Mm-hmm. That nigga woke up with them little bitty metal shits, like little toothpicks. He like, what is this? You got T-Rex arms now, nigga.
So what was the whole? How did he end up even growing his arm? He just grew his arms back out of nowhere. It was like, what the fuck?
Man, because he released his inner power because he saved the white girl. Like Uncle Frank said, he saved the white girl, then his arms grew. Remember when Kano kicked her over the ledge and then he used his eye to blast the arm, the hand, the wrist, the hand fell on top of her. And then he woke up because remember he got his ass whooped by the dude with the hammer. And he woke up like Sonya crying and shit like a little bitch. And then he picked the thing, like he tried to pick it, and his arms was like they were too little. So he was like, oh no. He was like, help me, help. I'm like, this soft ass nigga. Man, I would let that bitch die. She ain't giving you no poop. She ain't giving you no puss or nothing. So you should have let her die. Man, this nigga here then his arms became whole when he saved her and shit.
Listen, and then she still told some sad ass story about how she what she said, man, it was like some old bullshit. It wasn't nothing about no coochie though.
Right. Right. I was like, next, please. Can we skip and go to the next scene?
Yeah, next.
I'm tired of seeing this. She ain't gonna give him no head. Kano probably has a better shot than him, so.
Right. Like I said, she looks at him like her uncle and shit.
Right. He was all.
I know, got me into this shit. Like, I remember. I'm like, man.
Oh, yeah. When she was telling that story about how he was major and shit, he was telling her to wake up or get up or something. I'm like, man, this shit lame as hell. So that's basically your brother, nigga. You put him in the brother zone. I look at you like a brother.
Yeah.
I'd let that bitch die then. Yeah, I'd have let her die. She would have died. She would have died. Oh, so you saying I can't? Oh, you saying so I can't get none? Well, fuck this rock then. It can stay there.
More power to ya.
Right. Shit was crazy. And then I wish they showed Scorpion more, man. Scorpion got busy in the beginning and the end.
He did.
Shit, he had the best fight scene damn near.
I'm sure they'll find a way to bring him back and shit.
Shit, they better. Cause that motherfucker hit that motherfucker in the shoulder and shit and said, "Get over here." I said, "Oh shit, it's getting serious now. It's time to get busy now." Sub-Zero got mad. That motherfucker made that ice blade, nigga. I said, "Ooh, Sub-Zero killer."
Oh, for sure.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, son was getting busy in that bitch.
Did he? Yeah, you saw what he stabbed him, the blood went through his back, and he caught it, turned it into a blade, stabbed him again, and then built the little ice wall and just threw it through it. I said, ooh. Everybody in the movie theater was like, ooh.
Man.
That was because if you see it on the theater, then you got the sound with it, so it's loud. So you hear all the that nigga said, nigga, boo. Niggas was like, ooh. That was vicious. Man.
Got busy.
Oh yeah. He was fucking everybody up in that bitch.
Yeah, man.
Oh shit, Cino dropped the video. Here's how Kobe was almost a Detroit Piston. Oh shit. The LA fans gonna be pissed off. He's saying, here's how Kobe Bryant was almost a Detroit Piston.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I heard about that. Yeah.
They almost traded fucking Ben. No, who was it? Was they were basically trading everybody for Kobe. It was gonna be Kobe. I mean, it was gonna be Chauncey, Rip, Tayshaun, and Ben, I think, or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that was like the 07, 08 season.
Oh yeah, no, that's a terrible trade.
I don't think it was that late. It was like the 05 season, something like that. 06.
I clearly remember that was the 07, 08 series because it was Rich, Rodney, and Matt, and Jason Maxill,
Jason Maxill
for 2 first round picks for Kobe. And I think it was Chason Prince as well.
Yeah, it was Tayshaun. Yeah, Tayshaun, Rip, basically the whole team and shit. You know what I'm saying? I know it was like starters and shit. So it was like Tayshaun, Rip. Yeah, it was Chauncey, and I think it was Ben. And they was gonna trade him for Kobe Bryant. You know, but Kobe at the last moment mixed the deal and shit. He had the no trade clause.
Yeah, because they tried to trade him to Chicago too, and they were going to give up half their team too. And Kobe was like, "It ain't no point. I might as well stay here then." Shit.
That's why I say it was earlier than 07, 08 because Kobe was still in talks with. He wasn't happy, and so they were thinking about trading his ass because he was complaining and shit because they wasn't giving him no team and shit. Mm-hmm. So that was like 05, 06, something like that.
Yeah, but to me, like I remember correctly, I was like that got to be 07, 08. And me, it was like the 07, 08 because
I think 07, 08 was the Chicago deal because he was gonna go there. They were gonna trade half those guys for him. And he was like at the last second, no, because it ain't make no sense. Like it would have been like the Carmelo trade to New York. That's why I was telling LB the other night, dog, that was a dumb trade. You traded half your assets for Carmelo when you could have got him in free agency because he wasn't going to sign the deal with Denver.
Yeah, he almost signed to the Bulls twice. Almost twice.
Yeah, the first time he was gonna leave. Remember, after Pistons beat him, he was talking about leaving. He was finna go sign with either the Clippers or Chicago, but he was leaning towards Chicago, and then he found out on the news that that Shaq requested a trade. You know, everybody was saying he forced the Shaq thing. I was like, nah, like Shaq requested the trade because they was giving him a new deal, but it wasn't the deal that he wanted. He wanted a big contract and they weren't going to give it to him because he was older. And Shaq was on the downside.
Yeah.
And then Kobe was like, well, they're not finna let them, so they're not finna let both of them go. So they signed Kobe back for a big deal.
Yep. And you know, like I say, the first couple seasons, he had Smush Parker. It was a bunch of bums there. Mm-hmm. And he was salty. He was complaining and shit. You know what I'm saying? He was complaining like, what the fuck? Right. And they were talking about trading his ass. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It was like, they could never find no situation where, you know what I'm saying, he was going to a better team. Like HD said, it was always like, well, shit, I might as well just stay where I'm at. He'd exercise his no trade clause.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because if he would have gone to Chicago, or let's say if he was going to Detroit, they were going to trade all the good pieces to get him. So it's like he was going to be in the same situation. You were going to play with some more Smush Parkers and Kwame Brown. So you might as well stay with what you got because you already know how they play. And then that's when they made that trade for Pau Gasol and brought him in. After that year they got I think they got beat or swept by the Suns, or they lost 4-1 against the Suns. And then that's when they got Pau that next year and they went to play Boston.
And
Boston.
Fucking Iverson almost came to the Pistons too before he got all over the hill and shit.
Yeah.
He mixed that trade too and shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, cause y'all would have traded Rip and all them, right? For AI?
Yeah, I think it was Rip. It was Rip. Fucking damn. What was it? It was like Rip, Tayshaun, and Chauncey, and then like one of the niggas off the bench or something like that for Iverson. You know what I'm saying? And fucking, and the reason he didn't go for it was because he didn't want to play the style because it almost went through, but when he talked to Joe, he didn't want to play like no team basketball how we was playing at the time and shit.
Right.
Right. He just decided to back out at the last minute. It was like, nah, I'm straight. And he ended up going to Denver.
It was that and what's that bald head from the center from the Sixers? Matt something.
Matt Barnes. No, not Matt Barnes. Matt Geiger.
Right.
Matt Geiger. That guy there.
Yeah, his contract. His contract was his contract. It wasn't for his contract. And signing an extension. Allen could have was bound to be a Piston.
Yeah. Yeah, but instead he ended up going to Denver and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then he went to Detroit after they lost.
Right, went back when he was just done and shit.
Right. Yeah, he was past done. He was rocking the number 1. I said, Iverson done. This don't look like Iverson.
Yeah. I mean, he just, he just got stuck in his ways. It's like, that's what I always say, man. I love Iverson to death and shit, but see, like he should have took a willing back seat to Carmelo, and they could have won some more.
Oh yeah, they could have won a lot. If Iverson would have turned into a point, they would have won a lot.
That's what I'm saying.
Yep.
And that was his part. Like he was supposed to show Melo how to play ball and shit. You know what I'm saying? And fucking instead he just, like Melo never evolved for more than just being a scorer and shit.
Right.
Kind of like Iverson. He didn't turn into that player that was gonna like take you to the chip. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's something. But see, that's the thing. Is like a lot of the superstars had to adjust their game. Like Jason Kidd had to adjust his game. Kobe had to adjust their game.
Yeah.
You have to adjust your game as you get older. You can't continue being the same person, that you were and expect to win multiple chips.
Yeah, it was just kind of like, like once because we all know how Iverson get down, you know what I'm saying? He gonna put the team on his back and shit. But see, when you do that, when you can't do it and you're not effective at that anymore, like you used to, you know what I'm saying? Then you gotta find other ways to win games and shit. You know what I'm saying? And that was his. And I ain't gonna say that he didn't share the ball or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? Like Iverson wasn't. You know what I'm saying? But he I'll just say this: he could never see himself being nothing other than the number 1 option and shit. Period.
I think this is, and that, And I kind of don't get upset with him being that way because that's just how he's built. I mean, it's just some guys, they're built like that. Like, to me, if they would have had a James Harden, like the OKC Thunder had a James Harden, I think they would have been great. Because that guy would have been able to facilitate. He'd have got them the ball because Westbrook and KD are scorers. So that's just their mindset, dog. It's hard to turn from that. See, the difference with Kobe is Kobe wanted to win so bad, he was willing to, like, you know what I'm saying, I'll learn something new. Because he just got tired. He was under, to me, a lot of scrutiny because Shaq's gone. Everybody said you forced Shaq out, you forced Phil out, you know, so he was trying to work with the team. Got a ring. Right. Shaq went and got a ring without you, so that basically showed that you're the problem. You know, he had all that on his shoulders, man. So he had to, he learned how to say, you know what, I'm going to adjust. So that forced him to adjust. You know what I'm saying? So, but if people watch Kobe, though, Kobe used to move the ball around. He only took shots and start jacking it up when they needed him to, when the whole offense went stale. See, people think Kobe was out there like Mike. Every 2 seconds, Mike jacking that shot up, but he got the ball in his hand doing what he does. And I was like, no, nigga, Kobe used to move the ball and run plays. And he'll be running around picks, setting picks, coming off the screen.
Reading the defenses, doing all of that shit.
Right. So that's why I argue with this one guy about, like, I mean, I told him, dog, did you watch Kobe, nigga? I watched Kobe since 96. So I know what he was and what he wasn't. I know his flaws. You know, he was like, well, he shot the ball a lot and stuff. I said, yeah, when Shaq left, yeah, he did, because, nigga, his next best player was Smush Parker.
But I really don't even understand what dudes really be talking about, because, you know what I'm saying, number 8, like, he didn't really even turn into a shooter until, like, the number 24.
Right.
Like, when he was 8, he was dunking on
He was vicious, bro. Remember what Iris said? He was like this. Throw the ball up. Throw it. Then the spinner said, I said, oh my God. This nigga is mean, cuz. And then what he did to Reggie Miller, like, that's when we found out Kobe could shoot like that. We didn't know he could shoot like that. I was like, dude, Kobe was dunking on niggas and going to the hole. He didn't start shooting like that until, like, you know,
man, when he hit that foul line jumper and shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, he hit a couple of the bitches, you know what I'm saying? Down the stretch.
Yep, that nigga went to the sideline doing this. Chill out. I got it. That nigga Shaq came off the bench pointing like, that's that nigga right there.
That's that nigga. You know what I'm saying? That's that nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Because he did a nasty turnaround on Reggie. He did a nasty turnaround.
And see, it's like, you know, that's what I'm, you know, everybody want to talk that he wasn't you know, he wasn't shit without Shaq, and it's like, nah, nigga, you got it. Like, the Lakers didn't even start winning chips until Kobe emerged and shit. You know what I'm saying? When Kobe became a dominant player, that's when they started winning chips.
Right.
Shaq wasn't in that team. Matter of fact, that first year, I don't even think they made the playoffs that year. They didn't even make the playoffs that year. And that team had, like, Nick Van Exel.
Oh no, they made the playoffs that year. They lost. Like, the
first round.
Yeah, I think they lost. Hold on, let me see. I can pull it up. That's why we got Google, my friends.
Yes, sir.
Cause, you know, I'm finna pull this bitch up. All right, Los Angeles Lakers. I be pulling the Google out on niggas and killing their arguments, dog.
Right, that's what it's there for.
Right. Let's see. Okay. Trying to remember the first year Shaq. Yeah, Shaq got there 97, 98. 98.
97.
98. Yeah. They lost. Okay, yeah. They beat Portland the first round 3-1. They beat the Sonics 4-1. And they lost to the Jazz 0-4.
They got swept in the conference finals.
Hold on, let me see something. No, they got no. They came in. No, he came in 96, 97. Right. Because Kobe was a rookie. Right.
Kobe, yeah, that was Kobe's rookie year.
Yeah, this Shaq 4th year. So they won the Western Conference first round against Portland 3-1. And then they lost to Utah 1-4. That's when Kobe shot those air balls.
You are so right.
Yeah, because that's when he shot those air balls. Because they was asking Dale Harris, like, why would you have this young kid shooting? And he was like, well, one day this young kid's going to make that shot. And Dale Harris was right.
Totally. And that's an understatement.
Right. Because, hold on, let me go to that series and see the stats. Hold on. Game 1. Let's see. Game 1, they got beat. Damn, they got beat 93 to 77. Damn, hold on. Shit. For the whole game, Kobe scored 3 points. He only played 14 minutes. Oh, they had Jerome Kersey during that time. Damn. I forgot they had Jay Curse. 4 points he had. Nick had 23. Eddie Jones has 17 and Shaq has 17.
Oh.
Ooh. Damn, Shaq had a terrible game.
Who was that? Ostertag shut him down?
Hold on. Yeah, nigga. Greg Ostertag. Yeah. I kept telling niggas Shaq was overrated. Shaq got shut down by Greg Ostertag. That's because Ostertag, everybody was talking shit about Ostertag. I was like, dog, Ostertag, well, he's shutting Shaq down from what it's looking like. And then, Karl Malone was helping too.
Right.
Karl Malone dropped 23. He averaged 23 points in this game and had 13 rebounds.
Mailman.
Yeah, Stockton had 10. So let me see. The first quarter, let's see. Shaq only scored 2 points. Eddie Jones carried him in the first quarter. He had 10, and Nick had 7. Eldon Campbell had 6. Shaq only had 2. Karl Malone had 8. Ostertag had 4. Hornacek had 9. Howard Isley, that was my guy, number 10. He had 4. Greg Foster had 2. That's the first quarter. So quarter 2, Nick had 3. Shaq had 6. Eldon Campbell had 2. Jerome Kersey had 4. The Jazz, Malone and Stockton had 5. Russell had 1. Ostertag had 4. Antoine Carr had 2. And Chris Morris had 8.
Chris Morris.
I remember him.
I remember him too.
Nick Van Exel, this the third quarter. He had 8. Eddie had 4. Shaq had 5. Eldon Campbell had 1. Ori had 2. Utah Jazz, Karl Malone had 6. Russell had 8. And Howard Isley had 4. And quarter 4, let's see what happened. Nick had 5. Eddie had 3. Shaq had 4. Karl Malone had 4. Stockton had 5. Hornacek had 1. Antoine Carr had 4. Yeah, Shannon Anderson did have 8 points. I remember that game 1. He went off in the fourth. And Chris Morris had 1. Damn, Shaq had.
Who had one?
Chris Morris had 1 point. Wow, that's crazy. Then the next game, game 2, the Jazz won by 2 on 103-101. Shaq had 25 points. Nick had 15. Robert Horry had 21. I forgot they had Horry that year. Campbell had 7. Byron Scott had 24 off the bench. Kersey had 5. Knight had 2, and Kobe had 2. Karl Malone had 31. Hornacek had 21 points. Stockton had 16. Russell had 14. Ostertag had 4. Foster had 9. Antoine Carr had 2. Morris had 2. And Howard Isley had 4. So that's the total game. So quarter 1, Horry had 6. Nick had 2. Shaq had 10. Byron Scott had 6. Karl Malone had 4. Jeff Hornacek had 11. Stockton had 6. Russell had 2. Ostertag had 2. And Isley had 2. Let's see. Quarter 2. Robert Horry had 9. Nick Van Exel had 4. Shaq had 7. Byron Scott had 6. Jerome Kersey had 3. Kobe had 2. Karl Malone had 13. Hornacek had 2. Stockton had 7. Russell had 6. Greg Foster had 4. Let's see. Quarter 3. Robert Horry had 6. Nick Van Exel had 4. Eldon Campbell had 7. Byron Scott had 9. Kersey had 2. And Knight had 2. And Malone had 10. Hornacek had 6. Stockton 1. Ostertag 2. Greg Foster 5. Morris and Isley both had 2. And the fourth quarter. Hold on. Yeah, the fourth quarter. Nick had 5. Shaq had 8. Byron had 3. Carl had 4. Jeff Hornacek had 2. Stockton had 2. Russell had 6. And Antoine Carr had 2. So it was a trash fourth quarter, but yeah, for both teams. Ain't nobody really dominate. Damn, LA won game 3. They blew their ass out 104-84.
The series is over with by then, though.
Right. Yeah. Damn, Shaq only had 11 points. Oh, yeah, this was the game Kobe did go off this game. That's right. He had 19 off the bench. Byron had 10. Nick had 17. Eldon had 14. Oh, yeah, I remember this game. Because I remember that's when we realized Kobe could play a little bit.
That number 8.
Yeah, that number 8 was special. And in the next game, Utah whooped their ass 110-95. Damn, Karl Malone dropped 42 on their ass. And
turning them up the whole series and shit. You know what I'm saying?
He was. Byron Russell dropped 29.
Damn, y'all. It's ugly if you getting beat by Byron Russell.
Yeah.
Brian Russell.
Shaq had 34. Everybody else was like 15, 13, and 15. So, yeah. And Utah and LA, the final game, Utah beat them 98-93. This the one where Kobe shot those air balls late because they went to OT. Kobe ended with 11. Yeah. Shaq. Oh yeah, Shaq fouled out. I remember he fouled out this game. Damn. That nigga Karl Malone got busy. That nigga dropped 32 with 20.
I hate when Karl Malone used to get into that little rhythm and shit.
Yeah, he just shit on you.
Hit the baseline jumpers and shit. He be like, damn,
yep.
He's out here balling.
Damn, this nigga had 20 rebounds. Man, the mailman, nigga.
Yeah, he used to get it in, man. I ain't gonna lie, man. Carl used to get it in.
Yeah, but they lost to them. They lost to them 4-1.
He was a number 2. He wasn't no number 1.
Oh yeah, of course. Of course, he was a number 2. I knew he was a number 2, nigga, when I knew he was a number 2 when I saw that game. When I saw his ass when he choked on them free throws at the end against the Bulls. Because if he'd have made them 2 free throws, they'd have had that series if he hit them 2.
Listen, he let Mike steal the ball from him too.
Yep, exactly.
Like a minute, you know what I'm saying? Wasn't paying attention to Mike came baseline and stole the ball from him.
Mm-hmm.
Nigga.
That's what I'm saying, man. So the Lakers basically in the playoffs. So basically 96, 97, they got to the semis and lost. And then the next year, that's when the Jazz swept them, but they beat Portland 3-1, the Sonics 4-1. That nigga Kobe was dropping 15 a game.
Off the bench.
Mm-hmm. He was a 6th man off the bench. Shaq was averaging 28. Eddie had 16, you know. And then I want to see how they got swept. I want to see what them niggas was averaging. They got swept. Let's see. The first series. Let's see. The whole series, Karl Malone. Damn, man. Karl Malone was 30 points? God damn. That nigga dropped 30 points a game, 10 rebounds, 5 assists, and a steal. That nigga was getting busy. Yeah, that Pusha T. Yeah. Kobe so Shaq was averaging 32. Eddie was averaging 15. Kobe was averaging 10. Yeah, Nick was low. Nick only averaged 10 points. So
that's why they had to get rid of him, man. Nick was good, man, but he was just choking the playoffs.
Mm-hmm. I'm seeing that because he choked big time. And then
that was just not.
Exactly. And oh, everybody gone.